Do you have golfer's elbow? If so, keep watching. Now, a lot of parents and grandparents, when they get up in age, the number one sport that gets taken up is golf. And the number one injury is golfer's elbow. So golfer's elbow is just an inflammation in the elbow, which is just overworked and overuse of the tendon in your elbow. So this video is just all about golfer's elbow, the best exercises to alleviate the pain, to get your swing back. First exercise, simplest exercise, anyone can do it, even a 2-year-old can do it. Grab a stress ball or any ball that you can find. You're gonna grab the stress ball and literally squeeze it as hard as you can. Now, why do I say that? Is as soon as you squeeze, you're going to literally flare up and tense your elbow joint. Now, most of the time when you've got golfer's elbow, it's overuse of the tendon injury or weakness in that tendon. So the best way to alleviate the pain is to get a ball and squeeze it as hard as you can. Now I say 5 seconds squeeze, release for 5, and squeeze again. So you want to do about 10 reps. And even if it's just on one side, I tend to tell my clients to go and do both sides, because usually when you do one injury on one side, it's going to happen in the future on the other side because it's just overworked and over-dominated on one side, and therefore the other side gets neglected. And once you do start using the other side, that's when injuries start to happen. So I always say do both sides whenever you can. Squeeze, hold, and once you squeeze, and if you do get golfer's elbow, you will feel this pain. This is going to be painful doing it. So you want to have about 5 second release for 5, 5 second hold, release for 5. 10 times on each hand, 3 rounds each. Number 2, dumbbell wrist stretches. Now, golfer's elbow, it's not just the elbow, it's the forearm and the wrist. They all work in tandem, they all work in hand, especially when you're playing golf. Everything has to be in alignment to have your swing very, very, very well done. So, grab a dumbbell, light 2, 3, 4 kilos depending on the person. So grab the dumbbell as hard as you can again, just like we did with the ball squeeze. You're gonna grab it as hard as you can, and then you're just gonna bring it up towards you really, really hard, like you're gonna do a bicep curl. But don't come up, you're just gonna hold it there as high as you can without lifting your arm. Now, why do I do that? It tenses the forearms, it tenses and it goes into the elbow joint as much as I can. A lot of these stretches are holds because you wanna build the strength in those joints. Because you're getting elbow injuries, because you're getting soreness in the joints, it's telling you that it's weak. So you want to build the strength as much as you can in them. So just by doing these squeezes, up and down, you will feel stretch in the wrist as well, and that's just telling you what you need to do. So building up your strength in your wrists and your forearms will go hand in hand with your elbow and release some of the tension in your elbow. Again, my rule is you're going to do both sides even though you're not experiencing pain on both sides. You want to build strength in both sides of your body. You don't want to just have one because therefore the other one, again, will get neglected, underutilized, underworked, and that's when injuries start to happen and pain. And as we get older, as we become parents and everything else is about everyone else and not us, we tend to feel a little bit shit. And this is just about building the strength for your elbows so you don't get golfer's elbow again. Number 3 on the list, dumbbell forearm stretch. So wrist stretch, forearm stretch, ball squeeze. As you're starting to follow along, you tend to know there's a sequence between these exercises. So what do I mean by that? Grab the dumbbell, 2 to 3 kilos again. Now instead of going flat, you're going to go front on. So you're going to really feel it in the base of top of your forearm on top of the elbow. So it's just different parts of the elbow, different parts of the ligament and the tendon. This one, you're going to go all the way down and then come up all the way. It's almost like you're going to say hi to someone. So all the way up, hold for 2 seconds, all the way down. Come up all the way, hold, all the way down. 10 to 12 reps on either side. Again, the reason why I love doing this is you really feel it, the weakness in your elbow. If you are suffering from golfer's elbow, you're going to feel this pain going through the elbow joint. To help you get stronger, you're going to need it. Again, the rule, both sides, and you will feel like one side is weaker than the other. Even if you don't have golfer's elbow, you will feel one side weaker and you won't be able to go as far up and down with range with one side. That's just telling you which side you are is weaker. It's generally the non-dominant hand, so the hand that we don't use as often, is usually the weaker arm because it doesn't get used often. It's a misconception where people say overworked muscle is the weaker one. It's not weak because it's overworked, it's weak because it's tight. And relax. Those were my 3 best exercises for golfer's elbow. Now remember, peeps, if you love that video, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and share the love.